Hey, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Meow, and today we are celebrating the Valor and Victory launch day of the DLC Pacific. So, let's have a quick look at what the DLC actually contains. So, let's... Oops. Meow. So, the DLC, the change history, is in the night scenarios. So line of sight is affected in night scenarios. Barbed wire, bunkers, trenches, etc. are hiding if not in line of sight, so that is pretty good. Numerous UI updates. I had a quick look. UI looks nicer, however, there is still quality of life things that I would like to see that have not been changed. And we'll get to that once we get into the game. They also fixed some allied units, AT guns not correctly marked as having shields. Fixed guns in the bunkers correctly at bunker defense value. I did not notice that, but maybe that was a thing. Fixed game freeze when fighter bombers release bomb on left edge. Fixed infantry in bunkers being able to fire outside the field of fire of the bunker facing. And fixed squads with AT rifles being able to continuously fire until target destroyed. Have not experienced any of those bugs. I gotta say, there are certain bugs that I have experienced that have, at least from the notes, not been addressed yet. But hopefully the fix is coming soon for those. Rightio. So, let us actually dive into the game itself. Right, I've... no. Into the game, and the game crashed. Wow, okay. Well, that's a bug and a half. Right. Shall we launch it again? That'd be good. Right. I'm just waiting for this to come up, and of course, the announcement has been made just a second ago on Discord to say that the game has been launched, but let us go back and hopefully we shall be getting the game back in a second. Yep, we do have it here. So, yay! Let us find the Pacific. There we go. So 1942 to 1943. After a series of crushing defeats in 41 and early 42, the Allied forces attempt to gain the initiative in the Pacific on sea and on the ground. In New Guinea, the Australians retreat down the Kokoda Trail and then launch a counterattack back towards Burma. The Americans land at Guadalcanal 7th of August and for the next 6 months fight a series of grueling, I assume not grueling, battles around Henderson Airfield. Meanwhile, in Burma, the revitalized Chinese Expeditionary Force attempts to reopen the Burma Road. So from what I can see here straight away, we are talking about Australian force, we're talking about Americans, Pacific force, and we're talking about, of course, Japanese and China forces. So that is really, really cool. Let us actually have a look. So the first scenario is Brits. Fantastic. So 7th Hussars against Japanese. We don't really know against whom they were fighting, but there we go. So the Kokoda Trail, Deniki, is the second one. So again, Brits versus Japanese. War without quarter, American-Japanese. Brits, Americans, Brits, Americans, China, finally, and Americans again. Well. I would have liked to see more Chinese, even expeditionary force, or even the actions in China itself. That would have been really cool to see. Unfortunately, we only have one. I feel like this is a little bit of a miss. I would have liked to see maybe at least 2 or 3 scenarios. But we do have a lot of British and American ones. Not that we didn't have them in the main game. Not to say that these scenarios are not going to be interesting, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 scenarios all together. Let's have a look here. So we're gonna dive into the first scenario. Access order of battle. They have a captain and 2 lieutenants. 13 rifle sections, 3 rifle fire teams, Type 96 light machine gun, 5 grenades, or 4 of those, Type 89 mortar, ooh, nice, 3 of those, Type 94 Hag-Aw tank, I believe they might be light tanks if I'm not mistaken, Type 94 AT, and a sniper. So if we roll double 6s in this scenario, we are gonna get schnapped. Right, what about us? So it does look like this is Australian, so a Commonwealth rather than Brits themselves. But we have 1, 2, 3 lieutenants, 3 rifle fire teams, 11 sections, Boys Mark 1 light machine gun, Bren Mark 1 light machine gun as well, 2-inch mortar, 3 of those, so predominantly they would have been used for smoke rather than for fire support in British forces, but of course we'll see how that plays out. And 7 nades and 6 M3 honeys. We like our honey. Right, so Pegu, Burma, 6th of March 1942. In defense of Rangoon, a B squadron of 7th Hussars arrived in the village of Pegu to find the Japanese already there. After a brief infantry engagement, the Honeys, light tanks, engaged the Type 95 Hag-Aw Japanese tanks. A confused battle has ensued in which several Type 95s were destroyed and 4 Japanese anti-tank guns captured. Interesting. So we're gonna play it as designed. Turn length, we're not gonna adjust it. We can switch off Fog of War, which we will not. I want to check out the normal Fog of War. What it would be nice to see is to have as part of, type, attackers, defenders, whether it is night or day. I would appreciate that, just to say, hey, I want to check out the night scenario and be able to choose it instead of having to go through and maybe read the blurb or whatever. I know it's a small thing, but that would have been really, really cool. Kind of at a glance, oh, I feel like a night scenario, bam, selected, go in. So, let's get it on. Oh, schnazzy, nice splash screen. Right, so we are seeing straight away that the UI has changed a bit. This is exactly the same, which is fine. Let's just have a look. Yeah, the shortcuts are all the same. And we can zoom out a little bit. So here is our map. So the jungle, ooh, that's a bit too close. The jungle looks quite nice, so I assume this is like a dense forest, same as a dense jungle. This is a light, so +2, +1. I assume these are fields of bamboo, because this would be just a normal grass plain, so... And they would be blocking line of sight. And what is that? That is kind of hard to figure out. Is this a hill? Looks like a hill. Yeah, these are hills, right. Okay. And these are villages. I wonder if they give +1 or +2. Just because they are definitely not the construction for taking hard cover in. But our forces start on the northern edge, and let's have a quick look at the terrain. So I assume that because the village is over here in the southeastern part of the map, that the Japanese would start here or just on the southern part of the map. we have a fairly open, which isn't really open at all, is it? It is quite actually covered terrain, but our tanks can move through here fairly quickly. However, there are plenty of ambush positions, especially one here, that Japanese might have ambush squads in. They would also have fairly good AT positions, maybe one here, maybe a few here, just covering this open field, and I'm sure that they would have infantry in these trees unless they start in this corner only. So we do know that they have AT, and we do know that they have Hago tanks. Those tanks looked pretty funky. They looked like World War I tanks, to be honest with you. So, but I think they were kind of equivalent to light tanks, similar to our honeys, I assume. But so, what would be our plan? Well, as much as it pains me to go with the tanks through this jungle, we probably would have to. So we'll take these tanks and try and bring them up here. Even though there is a high possibility of the Japanese ambushes. But we do need to move up and destroy Japanese force, so... We have naturally separated force, so the right flank would go and try and flank from the right, and the left one would move up through here and hit Japanese on this side. Probably seek cover here, and then once anything here is eliminated, move up so that they are in kind of the reeds, so blocking line of sight, or not blocking line of sight, but seeking a slight cover, and have overview on the village itself. So let's do that. So first things first, we're in command phase. Let us switch sweet support weapons and grenades to our boys or Bren. Bren, of course. Boys Mark 1. This is not a light machine gun. This is... Is this an anti-tank rifle? Looks like it might be. I don't know. I should really look it up, shouldn't I? Boys Mark 1. Huh. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Ooh. Boys Mark 1. Gun? Yeah, gun's fine. Let's see. It is an anti-tank one, so, and it is Australian anti-tank weapon. Okay, go away. Nice, so this is exactly how it looked. Boys Mark 1 anti-tank bolt action rifle. The metal receiver extends back to the alloy shoulder piece with a support grip and canvas butt pad. An oil bottle is fitted into the top of the shoulder piece, and the plain barrel has a circular muzzle brake and an offset foresight. Right, okay. So with a bipod and all that jazz. Right, let's get back to the game then. Interesting. So we do have a one anti-tank rifle. I think we'll keep it with our rifle squad. So one thing to note, none of the squads are elite, so their staying power is fairly low at 4. But it is what it is. We work with what we are given. So, fire phase. Well, nothing to fire at, so let's go to the movement phase. Mortars will stay back, of course. Alright. So, let us move up with our... Well, I want to say platoon, but it doesn't have a lieutenant leading it, so... platoon without a leader. These are gonna be... Oh, no. Okay. Right, well, we know that the Japanese are not here. They might be here. Let's have a look. So we seen there... Right, well, unless there's something here, but we know for certain Japanese are not here. That is good. Aha! Okay, so they are here. Right. Okay. We are gonna... Okay. So the line of fire should be this way, and we are kind of in line of fire, but there is quite a lot of blocking terrain, and we are in a sparsely populated jungle as well. So that should be pretty good, even though we have eyes on type 9-5 Hago tank. Now the mortars. We do not have any smoke, funnily enough, so 2-inch mortars are not gonna do much. But I think a 2-inch is not 5 centimeters. Kind of like, well, what we had in previous game, the original game, right? So I suppose that is all fine in that case. Right. So now that we know that there is a AT gun here, we can actually work around that. So let's see. There is some intervening terrain. I still think that our best bet is to go through here. So let us actually... Ooh, that would be juicy. Right. Can we get in here? Okay, okay. Oh, and there is an AT gun there. Right. I see. Well, we might have made a mistake with this tank, but let's have a look and see if we can get through. Just as I thought, there is an AT gun plopped right in there. And they see us. Okay. Let us sacrifice movement for the ability to advance. Well, Mr. Mortar Guy, you are gonna get overrun, sir. Right, I kinda like that, actually. Oh snap, wow, okay. Oh dear, It would be nice to see if they are gonna assault us. Because they can with this, and they can actually destroy us. Oh, I've turned the wrong way. Oh man. Right, okay. Not good. But we have a turret, so we can swivel. Which should be okay, and our armor is see throughout. So, looking at the Hago, their armor is A, so basically paper thin. They are definitely not up to standard. And turret B, which is the same as ours, their side or secondary weapon is 3, which again isn't as good as ours. Right. Well done. Well done. Right. Let's move up. And I reckon we can go this way. Hopefully bringing enough firepower. Now, if they're gonna assault, they might eliminate both of the tanks. So, hopefully not, but we shall see. We shall see what happens. Right, move up here. Now, I do not think that our 2-inch mortar would be able to reach anything. So, let us move up ever so slightly that away. And this away. Gonna be a while before we can bring our 2-inch mortars to bear, but let's see what the Japs do in the defensive fire phase. No damage, that's good. Looks like they are doing mortar support. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. why can we not overrun them here? Huh. Well, that's interesting. So before, in the advance and assault phase, you used to be able to overrun no problem at all. Oh, of course, sorry. No, my bad. This is the tank. No, they should still be able to assault in. Shouldn't they? Pretty sure they are. Anyway, but we'll do that here. Oh dear, right. We want to turn, we want to rotate left. Over here, we shall be moving up. Okay. Here we will maintain our position. And now the Japanese turn. So, let's see what they're gonna do. Mortar? Yeah, I'm not particularly worried about these mortars. Yup. Now what I'm worried is the assault phase. But... okay, movement phase. So they're moving up their tanks. Interesting. We attack from here. Miss, okay. Would be nice if we attack from there. Ah, of course. There we go. Oh, we hit them. Right. Just need to roll 9. Perfect. And destroyed. Well, that was nice and easy. No dice. Oh, yes, nice. Yes. Damn. Okay. So we're already causing quite a lot of damage to them. And we haven't even started yet. We haven't even started yet. Right, perfect. So they're consolidating. Uh-huh. I'm afraid they're really gearing up to assault us, so that wouldn't really be good, would it? Okay. Well, we have infantry coming up, so we can... Interesting. How is it? Right, so what is this? I thought that these were... Oh! This looks like a quagmire, like a swamp sort of thing. This is not a mountain. This is not a hill, right? Okay. Well, let's start peppering them. Not that I'm expecting a lot from these. Huh. This is cool. So previously, you used to be able to fire mortars anywhere within the kind of the radius, or yeah, the radius of the mortar range. Now you are not able to do so. It looks like you can only fire mortars wherever there is a line of sight from other units, which is really, really cool. I really like that. Okay. They cannot see there. Oh, they can see nothing. Oh dear. Right, well, let's fire a mortar. Now, if we hit it, they're gonna get double damage, but yeah. So, because it's airburst, you're shooting into a densely packed jungle, so the oh my god, the explosion explodes in the tops of the trees and basically throws free shrapnel from the trees onto the troops below, causing quite a bit of damage. So the trees do not actually provide you much cover from artillery and mortars. Right, over here we cannot fire there, but we can fire this way. So I don't think they're gonna hit, but let's try. Why not? It's a free shot. We shall take it. 7, not quite. Not quite good enough, is it? Right, let's shoot that. Would be nice to get the airburst effect, and we keep missing, which is fine. Okay. And you can see here that the amount of cover they get, line of sight blockers, is quite big. But let's hope and reduce them at least. No. That is not to be right here. I think due to the line of sight, yeah, nothing. So let's see. I was afraid of this, so let's see the advance and assault phase. They do not do anything. I am quite happy. I'm quite happy for that. So, moving on to the fire phase. We are gonna advance, but only with our sections. Ah, perfect. Casualties. 2, okay. So we must have just shot, yeah, very, very poorly. But if we can keep reducing, that would be really, really good. Let's do it. Let's do it. No. Okay. +2. +1. Okay. Let's fire at this gun. So we're gonna do armor piercing because it's an automatic elimination if you can't hit. And of course, just right. I am tempted to fire at them, but I kind of want to do the overrun. So maybe we shall save it for movement phase. Yeah, let's do that, actually. So let's go to the movement phase. Oh, seriously? Why can we not move into that terrain? Oh, hold... no. So, it looks like there is a change in the way that tanks move. They cannot overrun into dense jungle / dense woods now. Can they do this? They can here. But this is dense as well. So what is happening here? Let's try and overrun and see what happens. Well, we destroyed them. And we missed the AT, right? Perfect. Huh. Let's overrun here as well. Okay. Another overrun. Pinned, okay, that's good. The key here is we are getting to the rear arc of the AT guns, so they're not able to shoot us, which is exactly what we want to be happening. But I wonder if... So, right, maybe we cannot move into the swamp, and I think this is why we cannot overrun this way. But we should be able to overrun this way. Yes, we can. Right, okay, I figured it out. I have figured it out. Casualties causing overrun, fantastic. As for here, we are gonna move up. And move. Yeah, I think we're happy to stay here. Now. Assault move, perfect. Yeah, fantastic. Right, what about here? Okay, so we're gonna move up here. No need for assault move on that. They can see there. We can really just move up here if we have enough movement points. We do not. But that is fine. Right. And as for here, tank. That is fine. We're gonna capitalize on this. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Nah, that's fine. That is fine. Right. What I'm really looking forward to is assault phase of this now. As long as we don't take casualties like this, for example. We'll just grab a bit of a drink. Oh wow, we are getting annihilated. Okay, advance in assault phase. Well, yeah, that's not good, but we can advance in here. Here, we can break line of sight, so they cannot shoot us next phase. Here, we are kinda happy being where we are. We'll rotate right with all of the tanks, right? And here, 5 versus, yeah, we're gonna select our grenades and assault in, so we should get pretty, ouch. Yeah, we have annihilated them, but we have taken a lot of losses from this. Wow, okay. I'm a little bit afraid about this dude over there. We shall be moving up with our mortars, though. And next turn. Kind of feel like we need to find these mortars and eliminate them. This is... Wow. That captain. Damn, man. Okay. Okay. Are they gonna move? Yep, they're moving. Okay. Okay. There's a bit of a scrap developing here, and I don't like the numbers in our phase, or in our... the numbers are not getting in our favor. We're getting shot up to pieces there. And we are doing nothing. Okay, defensive fire, so... let's try and take out the captain. Nah. Nah. Come on. Nope. Well then. We are gonna keep trying. Even if... this doesn't really cause much. Okay, some casualties, that is good. This is the third time I see mortar causing only 2 points of damage. I am hoping this is not a bug. I'm really hoping. Okay, pin is good, so that prevents them from assaulting in, hopefully. Hopefully, anyway. Nope, nope, nope. But let's try and take out that AT, shall we? And it's down. It's down. It's elimination result if we'd use the AT period or anti-tank or armor-piercing rounds. Right. Let's take out this tank as well now. Ah, man, we didn't hit it. But maybe this one? Almost. Almost. And of course... Yep. Boom. Okay. So I think what we can start doing is we can start pulling back some of the honeys to spice things up here on our left flank, because this is looking pretty dire, if I say so myself. Oh dear. Right. Right. Ain't goodin'. Ain't goodin' at all. We took out a fire team for the price of a fire team, so I suppose... Right. So, first things first. Let's try and take out the captain, or at least reduce that platoon. Is it platoon? It's not a platoon anymore, it's a couple of sections. Nopers? Since they are presenting us with the biggest problem, we shall be shooting them as much as we can. Nope. I feel like I might... Oh, yes, finally! Finally! Alright, well, we should have taken out a section there. Yep, okay. Fantastic, fantastic. I like the sound and the look of that. Let's see if we can take out this AT gun. No. Okay, well. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. 6 slower. Perfect. That is exactly what we needed. The gun is down. Right. Here. Let's try and suppress these bozos, and they should be eliminated. Fantastic. And then we can get a freebie here as well. Armor piercing or anti-tank. Nope. Right, we'll move with those, but let's see if we can reduce those couple of sections. We can't. But we are actually doing quite well. So, turn 3, we are already, I would say, halfway to eliminating the Japanese. Movement phase. So, let us see. I'm about to do something really stupid. I'm gonna try and overrun an AT position from the rear. I have never tried to do that before, because it sounds silly, but let's see. Okay. No, that did not work. Oh, and there is a tank. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, and we're down. What? No, we're not? Eh, okay. Run them again then. Why not? Not quite. Okay. Not quite. So. We are gonna go this way. We're gonna roll back onto them. Kind of presenting ourselves for the assault, but... defensive fire. They're gonna be shooting us in our rear, but that's fine. While they're doing that, I'm just gonna pour myself some tea. Uh-oh. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okay. Advance and assault phase. So, we cannot advance and assault with these. But we will definitely move out here. Yeah, right. They're gonna stay put for Move out of the line of sight. Get a freebie there. Move out here. And of course we cannot assault there, so right. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on the Japanese turn. Alrighty. I can live with that. Can definitely live with that. Okay. They are getting very good shots, very good rolls, should I say. Yep, like this, for example. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, okay. Right, because... Whoops. Okay, we're good. We're good. Interesting they didn't shoot with their AT. What's going on with that? That's surely within the line of fire, so... Okay, well, let's do defensive fire. So first of all, there. Nopers. Second of all, over here. Try and take them. Nope. Let's try the rear first. Yes. And it's eliminated. Perfect. So now we don't need to worry about that. And we can try and take out the tank, which we should have a pretty good... Yeah, there we go. Pretty good chance of taking out. We are doing really well. No, nothing here, nothing here. Right. Let's eliminate that captain. Oh, yes! Okay, so there wasn't a glitch with the mortars. We've just caused 4 points of damage. Fantastic. Right, well, a lieutenant is asking for it as well. Don't know what they're playing. They're probably trying to flank us. We do not like that. Okay, come on. Come on. Decorated unit. Almost. Almost is not good enough though, is it? Trying to go for a low-hanging fruit, should I say, just because we want to make sure that we are scoring as many hits and reducing their power as much as we can. Here, no line of sight to anyone, so the Japanese shouldn't be able to assault. No, and they do not. Fire phase. Let's fire. Okay. Again, we're just trying... Whoa, did you see that? Wow! Right, so we have shorter mortar on them because they were in a dense forest, or in this case jungle. It's an air burst modifier of ×2, so we've clearly caused 4 damage with our hit. Multiplied by 2 is 8, and we've eliminated the whole platoon. I know it was a little bit shorter than a platoon there, but damn! Wow. That was pretty amazing, I gotta say. That was... wow. Okay, well, I take it back. We were not doing good, but we are actually doing fantabulous right now. Absolutely fantabulous. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Instead of shooting them, we're gonna try and overrun them, I think. As for here... let's try and take them out. Nope. And then we'll try and overrun this guy. Nope. We'll use. Nah, we'll shoot. That is fine. Ah, man. Right. Right, yours. Well, we are almost done with this, so nobody else can shoot, or we don't want to shoot here. Let's see if we have overrun them. Nice one. Right, there we go. Okay, as for here, I'm gonna try to overrun this mortar fire team, and I think we got him. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and do we want to move up? We actually do not want to move up. I don't think so, right. As for here... Let's do it, let's overrun them. Nice. And they're pinned. Let's see what they can do in defensive fire. Okay, so they still have a mortar probably knocking about somewhere here. We are not doing that great, I'm afraid. Okay, let's consolidate that. We don't want to lose our decorated unit at all. Well, we'll stick there, right. Turn around. Okay, okay, right. We need to turn around, don't we? Let's move there. Oh, let's turn around here. Okay. Well, let's see what the Japanese can do in their turn. They still have that mortar, right? I need to search for it. I need to look it up. Uh-huh. Okay. Defensive fire. Let's do that, shall we? Oh, I better switch on my light, shouldn't I? Give me one tick. I'll just do that now. Okay. Something like that should be much better, shouldn't it? Right. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right, we are back. Are we? Yes, we are. Perfect. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, don't crush, man. Oh, don't crush. No, 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 no. Well, I want to say I am surprised, but I'm kind of not surprised. Seeing how, if I'm not mistaken, this is a one-dev show. And how the Curse DLC was plagued with a lot of crashing bugs, game-stopping bugs. Yeah, there is beta testing for this and all that, but one developer can only do so much. And you cannot really find all the bugs. Well, actually, can we load? Is there... There we go. I am hoping... Okay. We're not doing too bad. Yeah, so... Let's go back to the game, shall we? And we just got mortared. And anytime now? Right, perfect. Yeah, so it's a one-man show. And you cannot find all the bugs in beta phase. You needed the game to a wider audience. Which is totally understandable. Last time round, the bugs were fixed reasonably quickly, the game crashing bug anyway, for a one-man development studio. Wow! We are doing so good. So, I suppose it's I think, like I've mentioned before, either one of my streams or my tournament games, this game is all about playing odds in your favor. And when we started off, we were not doing well at all. Oh, this is beautiful to see. This, yeah, definitely, we are doing well. But it all evens out. As long as you apply proper tactics and try to achieve fire superiority, everything definitely works out. Yes, there would be an occasional game where it will not happen. But over the long term, over the term of many games played, you will win more times than not. It will not be 50-50. Which is, of course, is good game design, I would say. We shouldn't have done it. We should have just tried to overrun here. So, right, I was talking to the camera. But if I would have stopped to think about it, so if we shoot, this was +3, this was +3 as well, I think this was +4. We having a worse chance to hit here if we would have just stopped to think and said, well, hold up, if we try to overrun, we're only gonna get +2, so we better try and overrun the position instead. We would have been better, but it is what it is. So let's move up. Let us move up with reckless abandon over here. And I think this is the mortar section that was causing us quite a few issues, and we pin them. We absolutely pin them, which is fantastic. Right, and over here, of course, we're gonna try and overrun. Perfect. I think this is the last. We are still being a little bit cautious here, just to make sure that there is nothing lurking there, but pretty sure we have scoured most of the map. There you go. Oh yeah, because, right. So, if this is the last unit, and they are pinned, they are considered as non-combat, non-effective, and the game would end. So, 3-star decisive victory, 26% losses sustained, 96% eliminated of the Japanese force. I think this went quite well. Thinking about our plan, I don't really have anything to add. We have analyzed terrain pretty well. There was literally to the effect of there was an AT gun right there, because it has a beautiful line of sight. Now, I do not know what is going on with Japanese AT guns, but they do not fire as an opportunity fire. I don't think even a single opportunity fire was elicited by the Japanese gun. And even when we're right next to it, now there is a possibility we might have been out of its line of fire, but as far as I understand it, the line of fire extends forward and then to the side. So this is their kind of arc, or not line, but arc of fire. So they should have been able to shoot us, but they didn't. So I'm not sure if there is an issue with that. I'm trying to think, and I do not think that we have had any fire from the AT gun at all. Huh. That's interesting. Could it be a bug? Maybe. Maybe. But anyway, going back to our plan, I think our plan, we analyzed terrain quite well. Our plan we went ahead with the plan, skirted around here, overrun positions. I think the Japanese should have assaulted our tanks. They could have, possibly could have at least eliminated one or caused a lot of damage, or even two maybe. But they didn't, so we wrapped up here. Here, left flank looked quite dicey for a while. We were not getting good shots. But once we have eliminated AT threat in the center, we pulled back one of the tanks and we just started getting fantastic results. Concentrated our fire, wiped them up, wiped them off, and yeah, cleaned them up, should I say. Which is pretty good. And nothing else to add. I think we shall move on to next scenario, possibly, or shall we do the same scenario but from the Japanese side? I'm gonna have a think about that. I think what would be more interesting is if we are gonna move on to the next scenario, so the Kokoda Trail Deniki. So type objectives, attackers Japanese, defenders British, game turns 8. Japanese must control all objectives at the end of the last turn to win. So let's have a look. We have 2 captains, 3 lieutenants. Wow, so do we have like 2 companies basically worth of men, roughly? Yeah. 18 rifle sections, 6 rifle fire teams, 6 LMG guns, 2 HMG guns, 10 nades, 6 Type 8-9 mortars, and a sniper. Fantastic. The Allies have 5cm mortar from the looks of things. They have 2 captains as well. 3 lieutenants, so they also have about 2 companies worth of men. 4 Papuan infantry. Ooh, that's interesting. That's cool. I like that. 2 rifle fire teams, 16 rifle sections, 2 2-inch mortars, 4 Bren light machine guns, 18 grenades. This is 2 off-map mortars, and then a sniper as well. So actually, we kind of have similar amount of men. We have advantage of having more on-map mortars and HMG guns. Right, but let's read the scenario. Deniki, Papua New Guinea, 9th of August 1942. On New Guinea, the Japanese had been slowly advancing on the Kokoda Trail. The Allies, Maroubra Force, had been forced back to prepare positions at Deniki. Elements of the Japanese 144th Infantry Regiment are preparing to assault the Australian prepared positions near Deniki. Units from the Australian 39th Battalion, supported by elements of the 1st Papuan Infantry Battalion, are dug in and waiting. So, from the get-go, I do not think Japanese have enough to take these positions. Just because... Oh, man. I suppose the approaches are not too bad. But just because we both roughly have 2 companies worth of infantry. And we have no off-map smoke, which is a shame. But let's have a look at the map. So let's do a bit of analysis. So I assume this is a road. Yeah, that looks like a road. Perfect place to get ambushed. We start in a forest, however, Brits start on the hills. But the hills do not have very good line of sight, or at least the objectives. Now, this would be better. This is not so much. Wow. Okay. This is good, though. Ooh, this is really good. Right, okay. So, I'm assuming they're gonna have... They don't have any HMGs, but they're gonna have an LMG squad set up here, or even a section, most likely. Well, hold up. They probably would have a whole platoon. If it was me, I would have a platoon here. They probably would have a platoon here as an overwatch. They might have some men up north as well. Definitely somebody here. Yes. Yes, okay. So, analyzing the terrain. Ooh, interesting. Right. Okay. Analyzing the terrain, it looks like if it was me, I would place a lot of the support on the southern approach near road. Not only would it give a perfect overwatch towards the road itself, if Japanese are stupid enough to use the road to advance, but it also gives a fantastic view into the approach from this jungle. I would also place a few men over here because they would be able to overwatch the approaches there. Probably somebody here for, if they had no, not HMG, but mortars would be hanging back here most likely. This seems to be like, hey, take me first, because you can move up quickly, but just judging by the approach, I think we're not gonna do that. We're gonna move up from the north and try and take this from here. So let us do that. But first things first. We are gonna take... HMG, right. We're gonna take grenades and give it to our... Yoink. Yoink indeed, actually. Can you... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Much better, right. Okay. Type 96, yeah, the same. Just transferring support weapons to our leaders so that we get a hold of them and don't lose them as the squads die. Right. So, fire phase. Nothing to fire on. Let's move up. So, we're gonna move this force up north and probably gonna try and take these positions here because we gonna have reasonably good eyes from these three spaces and maybe even move up here if we can. So let's move up north first. Okay. Interesting. Oh no! Well, this was my most requested feature to get with the new update, but this sort of nonsense where you click off the unit and they lose all movement points and they get stuck. This gotta stop, seriously. This is not on. Right, let's move up here. We are gonna set up all of our mortars together, I think. That would be the best course of action. As for here, let us move up, shall we? Right, this is an HMG, so we want to set up HMG probably here. We really want to set up an HMG here, so let's move up here first. Right, I see. Do we have an HMG here? No. Hold up. Where is another HMG? Right, okay. We probably want them set up. Should have brought them down, but anyway. Anywho. Right, let's move up this way. Okay. AI defensive fire. They shouldn't fire at us because they should be out of range anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Advance and assault. So let us do so. I think it's pretty safe to advance here for now. As for here, okay, interesting. So that is our Limaga, not Humaga. Right, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Right, next turn. Let's see what the Brits do. Let us see what the Brits do. Oh, okay. Already we are starting to take mortar fire. Ouch! Oh man. Wow. Okay. Ouchie. Right. Okay. I can live with that. What I really love about this DLC, I gotta say, and it's the way the maps are designed. So, I haven't played in a tournament of Kursk and put quite a lot of hours into both the original game, the base game, and the Kursk DLC. Well, the defensive fire on what? A lot of maps are fairly open, and you do get quite good line of sight. So once you spot an enemy, you pretty much... the maps are smaller as well. You pretty much have them pinned down in terms of you know exactly where they are. But here, because the maps are fairly big, I mean, if you look at this map, we have 2 companies worth of men, roughly. So we need to have a big map. And the way that the terrain is designed, you really, really need to pay attention to lines of sight. I absolutely love it. I think it's really good map design. I mean, of course, the Kursk, geographically, the places... Should I have fired the whole stack? Would it have been better to fire them one at a time? I don't know, probably? That might be a mistake, firing the whole stack. Man. But yeah, so geographically, of course, this is kind of more open plains, etc. So that is understandable. It presents itself its own type of problem. Can we shoot him? No, we can't. So yeah, it presents its own kind of problems. Did we get our HMG eliminated? No, we didn't. But I really kind of like what we have going on here, though. I really quite like that. it really makes you think. I see. You stay there, my man. Yeah, we're gonna move up here. Okay, there we go. There we go. So what we will do is, in the open, sacrificing a fire team. Yeah, that's fine, but now we know that the enemy is there. Okay. Interesting. So, I would have placed our men differently, but then again, maybe the British are set up over here and they needed to move up. Maybe they couldn't set up so close to us, which is also a possibility. Kinda tempted to get... No. No, we'll stay put. We'll stay put here. Well, a similar thing that happened to us in first scenario is happening to us now. We are not... Well, it's not that we are actually shooting at anybody. We are not having a lot of success with... I really want to have eyes onto that objective, but we know that the enemy is here, so placing an HMG there would really be good for us. Let's do that. As for here, we shall stay put. Well, here's a dilemma. If we stay put here, what will happen is they have mortars, and they're gonna mortar our position. Now, we got... Did we not get like almost a whole platoon eliminated by a mortar? Just a couple of turns back? So, we might retreat. I think we're gonna... Or we can do this. That's fine also. Right. As for here... Yeah, that's fine. Right. Let's see what the Commonwealth will try and do. Good. We shall start laying into them. I do not hear anybody moving up. Okay, now I do. They clearly have just as many platoons as we do. What I'm really worried about, I'm not seeing any enemy. That is really worrying to me. I should have used the nades, but we pinned them, so... Pinning is good for the soul, say. Did they not have a sniper? There we go, there we go. Wow. Well, they had a sniper. Had is the operative word here. We have eliminated them. So every time you roll double sixes, if there is a sniper in the unit selection or army selection of the scenario, whenever an opponent rolls double sixes, the sniper appears on the map, and so in the vicinity of the unit that rolled, or the stack that rolled double six, and it gets a roll to basically snipe that unit. They have missed. At the same time, that unit gets a roll to spot the sniper and eliminate them. We did. So they shouldn't have any more snipers, so we can roll double sixes all day long. Now, what we will do here, however, is we shall shoot our mortar one at a time, because I do not like getting the hole stuck with one shot and missing. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing here. I'll be honest. Because I'm a little bit iffy as to how... you don't get a table to see how the mortar shot is calculated. Well, it's calculated just like so. But yeah, so with normal shooting you get a table and you know exactly what affects it. Here you don't, and I really should look it up. Get better understanding. Okay, we eliminated the fire team. That's fine. We really don't want to be assaulting them. Okay. We will be assaulting them, though. AI advance on assault. I don't think they'll be shooting us. Or trying to assault here. Nope. Okay. Let us move on to fire phase. We'll fire this first. No. We'll fire this second. Could have been better, but they're gonna be eliminated. So once they're pinned, we can collect our freebie during our assault phase. Prophylactic bombardment of the area, shall we? Okay, let's see if we can eliminate them. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're gone. Whatever. Whatever. And what we do want to do is... yes! That's exactly what we want to do. Okay, so again, just like a previous scenario, you can see that putting better equipped unit or this and using our tactics to best extent. There we go. Yeah, using our tactics to our best extent would benefit us in the long term, even if in the short term we might be a little bit... we'll stay here for now. Yeah, we definitely want to stay here, and we'll next turn we'll move up, or in our advanced assault phase we'll move up there. Yeah, so long term, the odds get stacked up in our favor if we stack them up in our favor by using tactics. That is fine. That is also fine. The maluses they get from the line of sight modifiers and us being in a jungle is ridiculous. Right, let's move up here. Slowly gonna be moving up. We wanted to do this. It's time to go here, I think. Yes. And here we'll stay put because this is... yeah, this grants us +2. If we move up here, this is gonna be +1 modifier for cover, and we don't really want that. We want to have as much cover as possible. Boom. Perfect. Okay, so they have 2 mortars somewhere there. That's fine. I would chalk it up to acceptable losses. We cannot expect to assault a position and not suffer any casualties. So okay, there's the Papuan infantry. Yep. Really like the graphics for that, actually. Same for the Japanese and Australians. I'm quite liking that. Nice. I like the white outlines as well, because it makes them pop a little bit better. But anyway, defensive fire phase. So enough about Picturen. Let us defensive fire onto the enemy's position. Oh, I should have used the grenade. Oh well. I can reduce the numbers without the grenade. There we go. We only have Lieutenant or Lieutenant Miller. Yes, well. We get to shoot. We're not gonna hit him. Nope. But we got to shoot, right? Can we reach him? No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we cannot. So, let's see what the allies do. Smart. Withdraw them so that I cannot collect the assault. Fire phase. We do not have line of fire from this squad. I have from these two. So let us fire, shall we? There we go, he's pinned. Let's try and eliminate him. If not, we're gonna move up with the squad anyway. And yeah, he's destroyed, right? Here, our chances to hit are very, very poorly. So, very poorly, very poor. But we're gonna try and... I'm afraid this is 3 points and this is 4 points? No, this is gonna be 2 points and this is gonna be 3 points. We should be able to move up there, right? We're gonna move up, so no shooting. Let's move on to our movement phase. We wanna move up either here or here, so let us take... and not being able to do anything at all. Right, okay. 2, 3, perfect, okay. Huh. Almost wanting to risk it. Kinda stupid, but... okay, no. I would have only done it if we had assault move, we do not, so that is fine. That's actually perfect. No, we cannot get line of sight to them. They do not have line of sight here, so really, we can just move up. We can move up here and then get ready to assault. Let's do that. Haha. Well, I got carried away, didn't I? I got really carried away. Wow, our HMG is... wow, okay. Let us move up here. We shall be moving up our mortars as well. But just so that they can be in range to assist. They will utilize mortars to inflict quite a bit of damage on us. Yes. Oh dear, oh dear. Not think they would do anything, but that's fine. We're doing pretty well. Advance and assault phase. Let us advance and or assault, shall we? Interesting. Interesting. Let's move up here. Consolidate. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. Let's tempt them to try and assault us. Mortars will stand off. We will... we can't. Right, we will abandon the spinned section. Because I do not want our HMG to be reduced. So they have no line of fire, they have no line of sight, shall we say, and he has no line of sight here. But he might attempt to shoot at the unit in the open, or he might attempt to shoot at them. We shall see. For now, though, that's all we want. That is not good. Holy moly. What? Wow. That's interfering with line of sight big time. It gives us quite a bit of cover, these kind of bamboo reeds. Pinned, insult to injury, yep. Yeah, definitely. But we will have our day for defensive fire phase in a moment. I did not hear them advance anywhere, interestingly enough, so that is good. We might be in contact with most of them, so defensive fire phase, let's try and cause as much damage as we can, which is 0. Yeah, they gonna assault and eliminate that unit. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, what we will try and do is this. Try and... yeah, exactly that. Try and reduce that... what was it? Was it a platoon or was it 2 sections? Let's have a look. It was 2 sections, so let's try and reduce them down as much as we can. I wish, as I said previously, there was a table describing exactly what is happening in terms of strengths involved when I use mortar to hit his position. Because I really want to make an educated decision as to how the mortar is working, if I should use the full stack or if it's better to use 1 by 1. I'm not expecting them to hit, and they don't have line of sight to anybody, no. Well, let's gaze up north. I'm not surprised. We've caused quite a bit of damage to them, actually. We're gonna countercharge them. But... we are... we don't really have anybody in position to countercharge them. That's the issue. Right. We don't have eyes on them either. Yeah. Or do we? Sorry, that was... this is our fire phase. Right, we do have eyes on them, so... let's shoot here. Finally. Okay, they are destroyed. That would give us eyes onto the next objective, which should really be prioritized compared to this. Oh man, well, seeing how our mortars have nobody else to shoot at, let's expend all our ammo on them. Or just one shot. as the things might stand. Okay. I can definitely... Oh, no, 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 no! Valor Victory strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Yes, it does. Well, Yobo Games developer, I hope you're watching this. I hate when this happens, okay? Absolutely hate it. So, let's see. Yes, we have eliminated everybody apart from our captain, who is pinned. How great is that? Movement phase. Well, I think I might have cost the scenario here, but we'll see. Let us move up here. They can't move. Let's move up here. I'm just doing stupid things now. Yeah, that was not good. There is the mortar. Oh man, yeah, better line of sight here. Let's move up here and can possibly get us here. Do we have better line of fire from here? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I don't want them, these Papuan forces, to have any line of sight to us, so we'll try and concentrate our fire on the mortar, take it out, and yeah, see what happens next. Oh man. Yeah, so this is the sort of stuff that I absolutely detest, right? The game has such a huge potential as far as the squad leader game type of games go. This is just fantastic. I enjoy it. I love it. It is a finished game, unlike Lock and Load, which I will not buy, of 1,000 DLCs until it actually leaves early access. Which, of course, is another conversation entirely, because I am against these type of anti-consumer practices from game developers and publishers. But warts and all, this is one of the best squad leader games. I do actually like it a little bit more than Squad Battles by WDS, Wargame Design Studios games, just because you get to see the kind of the tabletopy side of things with the fire charts, etc., which I really quite like, because you can make better decisions that way. Right, let's try and eliminate that mortar position. Right, perfect, perfect, perfect. And they can't shoot anybody, of course. One thing I want to actually check out, because I really like the kind of the new look of the GUI, I want to check out if this has been changed for the other DLCs and the base game as well, or if it's an old GUI there, which we'll do after we probably lose this game now, since seeing how I've eliminated our northern advance force. Fire phase. Well, of course we can't fire there. We'll move out of the way there, but first, let's try and reduce their numbers here. Because we don't want... There we go. We don't want them assaulting into us. Yeah, we're gonna move away, but... Actually, probably should have saved and maneuvered more. This is not a good firing position at all. This is decent-ish. Probably can be better, but... Oops. But... Yeah. Yeah. Might move up here and here, but then we'll be in range and sight of Papuan forces. Right, let's move. Let us move out of the way there. Okay. I like the little ting. Whoa, 6? What? Huh. Okay. Whatever the case is, we are moving up to their defensive fire phase. Probably, yeah. What I'm surprised at is that these positions, the heights, do not have trenches on them. But I suppose this is hard enough to take as it is. As it is. I mean, especially when you mortar your own man, right? There we go. Bloody hell. Yeah, okay. Not good. Not good'n. Right, move up there. Move up here. Ah, man. Oh, now they know where we are. I should have remembered there is a section there. Well, let's see. Let's see what they do. Yeah, those mortars, so it's always a decision. Ouch. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have gone there. It's always a decision whether to seek cover under the trees for better protection from small arms. Ouch. Or to not go into denser vegetation. Bloody hell. Not to go into denser vegetation. Thank you. And to avoid mortars, basically. There are Papuans. Okay, we still have it in us. Okay, they're gonna regroup. They'll regroup here as well. But let us defensive fire. So let's do anti-artillery or anti-mortar mission. I really want to... There we go. Right. The mortars are killing me. My own ones as well. Let's see. We should have fire superiority here, and we do. We destroy them there. It's a fire defensive phase, so there is no decisions to be made. We are shooting. And we are reducing them, which is good. Which is really good. We really need to... Oh, what? How? When? Oh, whoa! Okay. Okay. Fire phase. Well, since you're here... We're gonna pin you first. At least the mortars don't have to move, so we can utilize them fully to... Whoa! It's a good thing they have minimum range. They cannot shoot themselves. Well, at least we have reduced them. So here, So, hold up. I thought this was a road. Is this just a muddy stream? Because that looks like a muddy stream to me. Wow, okay. Okay, that is fine. So, who are our biggest issue here? Definitely not Papuans, but we do need to take the objective. So let's try and actually half-heartedly work on that, shall we? Can't do anything there. Let us move up, shall we? Okay, fine. It's kinda not as bad as I thought it would be. We need to snatch that. But we don't have anybody else to move with, so let's see what the AI will do in their defensive fire. That's fine. He shouldn't be able to do anything. Yep, just as I thought. No. Actually. Okay, hold up. Right, deselect. What do we have? Let's do something stupid, shall we? Let's do... Oh, nice! Oh, yes! Wow, okay. That is very, very good. Right. As for here, we're gonna dedicate one section. Yeah, that's fine. Or to take this objective as fast as we can. Actually, no. They will move faster if there is a leader attached. So we want one movement phase and take it. Unless, of course, the allies take it, which they probably will. But let's have a look what the computer does. Shots in the open, that is fine. I am perfectly willing to sacrifice that fire team, yeah. I'm happy for them to shoot, pinned, no problem at all. That could have been a problem, but we are fine. Yeah, that's fine. We actually have a shot at winning this, which I really quite like, unless that section comes up and tries to capture the objective, which they're probably on the way to do. But they can do whatever they want to do. They shouldn't have any snipers left. No, they do not. Perfect. Okay, because we have eliminated that sniper early in the game. Get those double sixes out nice and early. I should have shot them one at a time. This was a mistake. But whatever. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. We are reducing the chances of them trying to move up next turn and take this out. So that is fantastic. AI advance and assault? Nope. And it is our turn. Fire phase. Well. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's try and eliminate the Papuans. Nice. And of course, nothing to do here, but keep on pouring that fire. He will move. Yeah, he will move up and attempt to be there. Nothing we can do, but go to the movement phase and try and move back out. Shall we? Okay. Now, we need to ensure that they do not step in there. Oh man, I don't know if we have enough movement points. Oh man, right. Right, so do not step in there. Oh, yes! Okay, just right. That's... Oh, man. Right, okay. I think we're good. I think we have won this game. Wow, that was intense. Oh, okay. But they can pin us as much as they want. We are gonna be holding all of the objectives, and this is about taking the objectives and not about... Yeah, we don't really need to advance on assault, but let's move here. We're done. They can attempt to assault us. They will not, they will fire, that's fine. If I'm drawing their fire, I'm really happy. Perfect. And there is a section there, I think, somewhere. They're gonna move up. Or not. Wow. Okay. We have won this game. It wasn't easy, but we have won it. Wow. I'm really happy with this result, especially before or after bombing or mortaring and eliminating almost entire platoon. That is just fantastic. Wow. I'm super happy with that. Well, that's too little too late, I'm afraid. Whew. We have lost 67% of our men, but eliminated 87% of the enemy. What a fantastic result, especially after mortaring our own force. Wow, that was intense. Whew. I should have done post-game analysis on that, shouldn't I? Let's just quickly, ever so quickly, jump in and do that, shall we? So, initially, our initial assessment was that the Brits would put a lot of units here, maybe even here, which they have. Definitely units here, but they haven't done that, which is interesting. They have had units there. They have had units there. And as we moved up, we done reasonably well. What we need to make sure is not do stupid things like mortar our own men. That was definitely not on, but that is not something, not a tactical mistake I made. It is a game that I blame it on. Here we have moved up reasonably well, and then we have taken a lot of fire, especially mortars, eliminating almost full platoon of our men. That was not good. But we've moved our HMG here, taken out the screening force there, and moved up using cover away from the shots that were pouring down. Fairly bad position, even though it has good eyesight because of intervening terrain and jungle, etc. They just could not hit us at all. Once we moved up here, we were running short of time. We have eliminated our HMG 2 sections or so. It wasn't good. It wasn't looking good at all, but we were able to take this point and that point just in the nick of time. Overall, I thought it went quite well. Of course, there were too many losses, but seeing how some of them were self-inflicted, it is what it is. If I was to do one thing differently, I would be more cautious with how I move my mortars and make sure that they're always in the back instead of rushing them in and encountering the enemy's ambushes. That is all for that scenario. So we have about an hour left of this game. So let us very quickly check if the UI updates are propagated to the main game, and yes, they are. So the UI is updated here, and the splash screens are also updated, which is really nice. Not that I was not a fan of the old splash screens, they were totally fine for me. The UI looked fine as well. Ah, hey, Scary. Good to have you on stream, man. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, hello from UK to you. Yeah, this is a really, really good game. So I have another hour left in the stream, and then I will take a short break after that. For food, I do need to have my dinner, and then I'll be back from 7 o'clock GMT, since I'm in UK. But we shall take on the next scenario. So War Without Quarter, it is elimination scenario. Attacker is American, defenders are Japanese, 8 turns, and Americans must eliminate or pin all enemy units. It is Tanaru River, Guadalcanal, Solomon Islands, 21st of August, 1942. Yeah, that was a very, very high attrition for, well, Japanese mainly, but Americans as well. The night before, Colonel Ichiki's men were practically wiped in wave after wave of banzai attacks across the Tanaru into the well-prepared marine defenses. The next morning, the Marines were sent in to mop up. The Japanese had no intention of surrendering, and regardless of the hopelessness of the battle, fought to the end. Almost 800 Japanese soldiers were killed during the fighting. So this is kind of portrayed in the sequel to the Band of Brothers. I believe it's just called The Pacific. Not as good of a series as Band of Brothers itself, but it is still a really, really good World War II series. Really the best World War II series after the Band of Brothers. And I'm looking forward to the new one, the third installment. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm looking forward to watching that as well. But let's have a look at the terrain and at our forces. I haven't actually had a chance to look at the forces, so let's just go back one little second and have a look at the forces. So what we have is we have a company. We have more than a company in terms of the men, but in terms of command, we have about a company worth. So we have 4 lieutenants, 1 captain, 24 marine squads, I believe is the appropriate term for the US. 1 bar LMG, 8 grenades, 7 M1919A6s LMGs, 3 flamethrowers, and what's this? Is that Stewards? Yes, M3A1 Stewards. Or just one of those, and 2 smoke. We are up against 4 lieutenants, so about a section, actually, a proper section. 16 rifle, or a company, should I say. 16 rifle sections, 4 fire teams, 1 satchel charge equipped, probably fire team. Yes, thanks, Askari. Yes, Master of the Air is the 3rd installment. I think it should be coming up quite soon. Hey, Vlad, good to see you on the stream. Greetings from Ireland. Yes, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Yes, so they also have the Type 9.6 LMG, or 3 of those, Type 9.7, the anti-tank, if I'm not mistaken, gun, Type 9.2 heavy machine gun, 4 light Type 9089 mortars, 1 grenade, Type 3 heat. I assume this is a grenade. Best regards to all. Yes, indeed. Best regards to all the viewers. And a sniper. So if we're all double 6s, the sniper will appear and try and take us out. So let us dive into the scenario itself. Right. It is elimination, so we do not have any objectives. But we can assume that Japanese hold this village. Maybe there, but probably not. They are most likely set up on this side and gonna try and move up and take us out. So this is the beach, this is the river, and we are to move up. Gonna check this out, check that out as well. Let's have a look line of sight though. If I was Japanese, I would definitely try and set up an HMG there. And maybe even anti-tank possibly there as well, but we have line of sight to that as well, so there is nothing there. I would be afraid that they will try and move up to here. These all have fantastic lines of sight to us. So, I think the plan would be to move up and try to take these positions because they do have very, very good line of sight down there. And this is actually crucial. Did we say we have an HMG? Because if we do, this would be a perfect spot for that HMG. We do not. Right, let us then quickly swap the weapons to our lieutenants and captains, because they are usually the last ones to be eliminated. And as always, we don't want to lose precious support weapons. So here is our plan of attack. So our movement is restricted down south. We shouldn't be able to move through the river, and I would say this is an impossible terrain, just judging by my previous experience with these sort of waters. We will move up to this defensive line or assault line, and then we can assess where we want to go. Now, seeing how we do have eyes on this, Japanese are not here. They might be here and try and move up, or most likely they are occupying these positions here, and a line here, and possibly here. It's gonna be tough to advance, but we shall utilize our steward tank. So, let us move on to the fire phase. Nothing there. Movement phase. So, what is this? We need to zoom in really, really close. Right, okay. And now we can zoom out. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're using the cover here to advance, of course. While they might be able to see us from here, the amount of trees in a way should make that shot almost impossible. Yeah, perfect. So it is worth our time to move up here and see if there are Japanese here, and there is an LMG there. So that is good. Okay. So we shall separate our team into two assault forces. I want Flamer up north because I'm afraid Japanese occupy this village, so I want to be able to root them out with a Flamer there. Now, what I also want to do... Oh, there is a Flamer there as well. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay, let's move up there then. And what we do want to do is get our tank. There we go. Okay, T-gun, and they should not be able to hit us. And then we're gonna rotate left. So we are happy that we don't have line of sight anywhere else. This was very loud. I hope it wasn't very loud for you guys, but do let me know if if the music needs to be, or the sound, in-game sound needs to be toned down just a touch, I can do that. But anyway, I'm quite happy that we don't have line of sight, meaning that the Japanese don't have line of sight to us either. And so far we know that there is nothing here, and there is only one AT element that we can move up with our flamers and annihilate very, very quickly. Now, what we want to do here, though, is the following. I want to move my lieutenant to the other flamer team. The reason for that is it adds a lot of firepower first, but it allows us to move much further. So normally we can move 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is that. With the captain, I believe they can move either 5 or 6 hexes instead, which is always quite nice. Right, and we will make our move here. Okay, so far so good. So let's see what the Japanese try and do. So they do have mortars, and damn, they're good. Wow, okay. But we are expecting casualties, so acceptable losses is really the word of this game. As long as you can soak up the losses, move up and establish fire superiority, and just stack the odds in your favor, that is exactly what you want. So, we shall be moving up here. What about this? Yeah, we can... Yeah, we'll move up here. Now, we'll be moving off the axis. We know the Japanese are there, so we'll leave this section there. Kind of saying they're pinned. If the Japanese want to fire them again, they can, but yeah. We are writing them off. Now, over here, we can either move up here, having eyes on Japanese, or here, not having eyes on Japanese. So the benefit of moving up here, in our defensive fire phase, we would be able to fire at the Japanese in the village. The negative is they would be able to fire back and mortar us as well, because they will have eyes. If we move up here, we would not be able to fire in our defensive fire phase, but next time, or on our turn, we can move up and assault. So, and I think this is exactly what we are going to do. So, that is done. Let us move on to the Japanese turn. And while the Japanese are attacking, yeah, as I said, the pinned unit is kind of a sacrificial section. Not expecting their mortars to do anything against the tank. They have to get really, really lucky to do that. I'm just pouring myself a little bit of tea. Now, let's see. Ooh. 3 or lower. Yeah. They can't. They can't. Anti-tank rifles, they are barely able to take out tanks. And even if it's a light tank, it's still nowhere close to be able to deal with it. Ah, nice. Okay. Interesting. So they're really moving up here. Interesting. And there is the HMG. They're gonna put the HMG here. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit worried about our plans to assault them next turn. Okay, that's... Okay. Looks like Japanese are doing their banzai thing. They're just moving forward, trying to banzai the crap out of us. Which is fine. We kind of want that. So, but what I want to do is I want to take my defensive positions here first. They don't have line of sight. Perfect. Okay. So, defensive fire. not ideal, but yeah, we can't hit them. Do we have mortars? I don't think we have any mortars. Mortars here would have been really nice. Yeah, we don't. And we can't... Yeah, we just can't, and this is definitely out of Arc of Fire. Right, well. Let's see what they do. Perfect. That's what we want. So, our fire phase. We are kind of in the same position, so... I was about to say I'm gonna try and attempt and overrun them, but then I realized that they are in the village and tanks cannot move through the houses. Even though probably they should be able to in the Pacific, because the houses weren't that sturdy there. But it is what it is. The only thing that can fire is our tank. It gets +3 here or +4 here, so we're not gonna fire, we're gonna try and overrun them instead. So let's move to our movement phase. Let's solicit opportunity fire, because that's exactly what we want. They missed. And then let's overrun them. Nice one. And we have just discovered their mortars. Fantastic. Right, okay. So we know that they have type 3 heat, which is high explosive anti-tank. But this looks like a grenade, or rather than any type of launcher. I don't know if Japanese had launchers. I know that you know, Panzerfaust, the Germans had, but it doesn't look like any type of launcher to me. It just looks like a grenade that might have been thrown. But so we know that that section has fired once, so let's attempt... Oh. Let's attempt... No smoke. Let's attempt an illicit... I was hoping for opportunity fire from them. We didn't get it. Okay, that's fine. No opportunity fire there. Ooh, another mortar. Wow, we're gonna decimate them. We're gonna absolutely decimate them. Right. Come on, opportunity fire. Nice. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. But that means that they still have an entire section that hasn't opportunity fired. Okay, let's use smoke. Let's use assault move. They shouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah, perfect. Okay. We stuck the odds in our favor, and then we can assault and eliminate them on our turn, because we have flamethrowers, we have the works, basically. Now, we need to be a little bit more careful in the south, though. Right, so I think here is our plan of action. We're gonna occupy these... They have such... So we should not allow them to actually charge our men, because they would be deadly on the charge, on the assault. Right. Okay, here's what we are going to do. We will move our... Ooh. That's interesting. Casualties. No, that is fair. That is fair. But now we know that the mortars are there, and, well, there might be somebody here. Now that I say this. Oh, man. Right. Right. We're gonna regroup we're gonna do this. He is gonna move up here, and so will he. This unit will attempt to move here, right? That's fine. And they're gonna move up and occupy this hex next turn. As for the flamethrower, yeah, we'll just have to take opportunity fire here, and that's fine. Right. Okay. Well then. All is well that ends well, as they say, or does it? The key here is that 2 mortars have already fired in their defense, in the opportunity fire, so they cannot shoot at us with what counts, and that's mortar shells. Yeah, that's fine. Advance and assault, baby. Alright. Well, that was a misclick. But here, we will take casualties here. But hopefully... Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. I would chalk it up to acceptable losses, because we wanted to take out their tank capability, and this is our next priority. Given that mortars have a very slim chance of taking out tanks, yeah, of course, but... Oh, look! Flamethrower. Flamethrown. I have not used grenades here just because it was just a mortar section that we were trying to overrun. And likewise here... Not gonna use the grenades. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Right. As for here, regroup there. Move up here. And we are good. Let's go to the Japanese. The main thing that we have eliminated 2 out of their... Did they have 4 mortars? I think they had 4 mortars. And as long as we can just sit back and shoot at them, that will be totally fine. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yeah. Well, let's see. Okay. Interesting, so they're gonna set up a kind of light machine gun there. Probably setting something like overlapping lines of fire onto this area there. We're gonna eliminate them next turn, so let's fire onto this unit there, because they have a light machine gun. Yes, well. Nice. Very, very nice. Not expecting much from the... Oh. Okay. I shall take it. If only we had... Yeah, well, assault phase, but we will eventually, just not now. But that is good, so they're suppressed. They cannot do anything to us just now. Oh, hey, man. Good to see you. Wow. Just checking in. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. It is very, very good to see you. Thank you. I have been playing three scenarios now, so I'm really enjoying it. I love the... I love how the terrain is completely different from the previous DLCs, so a lot of line of sight issues. That is fantastic. Or even when you do have line of sight, but intervening terrain blocking it, love it. A lot of interesting decisions. Uh-oh, we got a sniper. We got a sniper. Okay, I can live with that. They missed us, we missed them to eliminate them, so that's fine. I might actually, right. Oh, we can't, yeah, I don't think we can actually shoot at them, right. If you're still there, Yobo Wargames, just to let you know, I have unfortunately had, I think, 3 crashes so far in the previous, about 2.5 hours. But I shall let you know on Discord, or actually I'll let you know by email what was happening with that. Right, we need to eliminate AT capabilities, so we're gonna be concentrating on that unit. Almost. Ah, thanks, Askeri. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're not doing too bad. I mean, we've taken our kind of assault position or / defense position if the Japanese are gonna attempt the bonsai charge, which they might. And we shall see now what we can do. Right, we don't really have anything to do in this phase. Right. I can attempt to overrun, I can attempt to shoot. I think maybe shooting in this instance would be better, because that still keeps us within cover. So even though we would have better chances to kill him, but we just did, so that is not an issue at all. Okay, we're not gonna shoot with them, we're gonna move them up and assault in and eliminate. It's basically a freebie so far for us. They need to be reduced, so let's try that. I know that probably moving up might have been a better idea here, but if we can pin them though... If we can pin them... and then move up and eliminate them in the assault phase, that would be good. Let's see if we can organize that. We just need another pin. Come on. Ah, man. So close. So close. Okay. Last chance. Yeah, finally. Okay. We actually don't need to assault them. They are down. Let's pour everything we have and try and reduce the last possibility. I mean, they technically can take out our tank with a mortar, but that is more of a technicality than anything else. Are we in the open here? No, we're not. I'm actually thinking we are better off moving up here, so we're not gonna shoot with them. Let's move up there. And of course, we'll move up here and assault them in our assault phase. Nah. That is why we want to eliminate mortars, by the way. They are a huge pain. This is all accepted casualties. I do not mind taking that. You take one on the chin, you move on. Sometimes it's one too many, but I think we're fine. Right, and of course, eliminate this. Move up here, move up here. Now, the question is... do we want to move up, or are we gonna stand off and shoot him? I think we... Man, decisions. I think we're gonna try and move up the flamethrower. So, let's move them up here. And... like so. And maybe even like so. To get better eyes on this unit. Because we want to concentrate our fire here. Once the AT is out, we can just roll in with our tank. Without worrying too much about anything at all. This works really, really well, to be honest with you. I mean, they can still assault the tank and take it out that way. That is a potent tactic, but... meh. I don't see that happening. Oh, your wargame says, oh, it's not good regarding the crushes. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. These things happen. I mean, it is release day, so you patched up the previous version pretty well. So I am sure that you will take care of this one too. Right. Okay. So our defensive fire phase. What is going on here? Okay, there is an HMG moving up. Well, I don't like that. Oh, man. Yeah, well, let's shoot at the HMG with our tank, and nothing else he can do. And hooray! We are reducing them, if not the HMG squad itself. Wow, okay, well, let's try and take out AT. Right. I'm not expecting much from these, because +4, +5 even, is not good at all. The modifiers are definitely not in our favor, but what is in our favor is there are a lot of men shooting that way. And that is what we want. +3 is decent. Yep, there we go. So, let's have a look. We have a pin. Yeah, fantastic. So we definitely can move in and assault next turn. Unless we... no, we can't. Still two units to shoot. Nah. Oh. Oh, of course, because we had a captain. Right, that gave us -2, so just +1 negative. Right. Well. Look at that. AT is gone. So I think mortar would be our next objective with the tank, because that would be the last thing that can take out the tank. And once we take out the mortar, HMG is the thing to take out. Fire phase. Not gonna fire, not gonna fire. Not. Okay. Let us... ooh, actually, let us try and take them out. They're more important than a single man in the field. Even if he can relink with other squads. Probably shouldn't have shot. Or, I take that back. I take that back. Right, okay, so... we will not be shooting with any of these guys, because we shall be moving up. So, let's do so. Right. I have almost forgotten that I cannot overrun from the... into outside of the map, so that is done. And now, literally nothing can touch the tank apart from assault, which they can do. Which they definitely can do. Right. HMG. So how should we approach that? They will have a defensive fire phase. And that HMG will definitely lay it into us. But we want to get our flamethrower. So what I would have really liked is, of course, to be able to use the flamethrower, or use the smoke from a mortar or something like that, but we cannot. So all we can do is use a sacrificial lamb, something like this, or like no. Oh man. Yo, wargames, if you're still watching, man, please fix this. Misclicks like that, really annoying. Yeah, they just lose their movement points completely. I would really like this to be not the case. But, oh, there we go. There we go. Will we tempt him? No. Okay. What about now? Wow. Okay. How about... Did I just misclick again? Never mind, never mind. At least I didn't mortar myself like I did only half an hour ago. Right, let us move up here. I know what's gonna happen, but we have to take this. We want to be there. Actually, wow, okay. That worked really well. And let's see what the Japanese have for us. I don't think they can do anything now. Okay, this... no. We are... I think this is gonna be pretty easy. Yeah, this is... that's fine. That's... acceptable losses are acceptable losses. Right. We are gonna activate our grenades, and assault should be reasonable enough for us. Okay, yeah, that's... I take that any day for wiping out the HMG. So, we have 2 sections here, we have 2 sections here, and we have 2 sections there. At least once in the scenario, yeah. Scary, I totally agree with you there. Having something to either not lose the movement points, for one, or something to the effect of you select the unit with left click and you move with right click. That would be nice. But, yeah. Right. Let us move up all across the board, because why not? We definitely have fire superiority. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. Ah well, ah well. Right. Rotate left? Yes, please. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we pretty much cleaning up here right this moment. We will take casualties. That's totally fine. But they simply do not have the men anymore to stop us. We can either sit back and shoot at them, or move up and utilize our flamethrowers and grenades. We have still a few grenades left to just wipe them out. Basically fire superiority at close range. And I mean, defensive fire is always good. Pinning them like this, maybe assaulting them next turn. I mean, I don't see them doing any damage, but yeah. Okay. That is that. Let's tank it up. Nah. I was expecting more from that. I gotta be honest with you. Right. Not a chance in hell this is happening, but we are just keep trying, and one of the rolls will come up nice and double ones, for example. Okay. One thing that's nice. One thing that would be nice, and this is kind of an idea to explore rather than, oh, I want this in the game, is instead of having a time limit, if you eliminate, let's say, 80% of Japanese force or 90% of the force, it would just say, right, this scenario is over. But then again, I suppose this is kind of done with all the units being pinned, so that you do not have to eliminate, technically, all the units. Right. Okay, well, tell you what. We'll do it like so. Not ideal, but we'll be fine. I probably want... Okay. A last suppressive fire. Okay, we have pinned them. And they are gonna be the assault, so... Yeah, they're gonna move up there. Over here. Actually... Ooh. There we go, there we go. And... we have eliminated the sniper. We've been actually very lucky this time around. We have eliminated every single sniper that we have encountered, well, apart from encountering the sniper a little bit earlier on this session. Yes. We're gonna be moving up with the rest. Overrun? To overrun or not to overrun? That is the question. We're gonna overrun, I think, because we're gonna get no penalties for overrunning them. So, PM, okay, +1 instead of +2, so that is always good, and we have eliminated a section and a half. And that is how you calculate the odds in your favor. So, we're gonna use a bait here. Okay, maybe I should have actually used bait better, right? Move up. Move up. Elicit the opportunity fire. And then we can come up with our flamethrowers. Lieutenant Smith. Aha. And eliminate them. Right. As for here, that's fine. We can take it. Now, 2. Oh, okay. Ah, misclick. Misclick yet again. Shoot at me. No? Okay. Can we? No. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. They will shoot at us. They might do something, but this is over. This shouldn't be too much of an issue for us at all. And that's all they can do. Okay, advance and assault. We shall advance and then we shall assault. So, actually, this is what we're gonna do. That should be enough to eliminate them. Okay, not the best of results, but we've done it. And here, we're gonna move up. They have a decent firepower up close, but we are better. That's it. The only remaining resistance is down south. We're not very good, getting very good results on our assault rolls, but who cares about that? Oh, I've just turned the wrong way. Oh well. Okay. And that should be it. I presume they're gonna be, yeah, they're gonna be shooting there. Okay, they do cause some casualties, but that is fine. I might actually be able to eliminate them in our defensive fire phase. We'll see how that goes, but I'm pretty sure that is possible. We have a lot of firepower trained on them. Even with all the interfering terrain bonuses they're getting. Okay, they're pinned. That is good. If we can pin another fire team, or I think they have a section left, that would be fantastic. They have a section left, right? If we can pin a section, that would be great, because we can just assault and wipe them out. Maybe not. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Bam. And that is what is up. They only have a fire team and the Lieutenant Kurusu. I suppose that could not hurt. Not quite. Yeah, not gonna happen, but... And I don't think they have the range. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're outside of the range. Right. Well, they can't assault. They might try to move away into the... No, they won't. Well then. Fire phase. I think that should be it. Right, fantastic. I think this is us. Or not. What's going on here? Nope, this is us. Right. Decisive victory, score 5-6. We've only lost 29% of men. And achieved 100% losses for the Japanese side. Victory indeed. Victory. Yes. So let's kind of think of what we have done well this turn. So first of all, what was our assessment of the terrain? Was it good? Yes, it was. We assumed that the Japanese would be in this village, possibly here, which they were. They were also here, but they decided to move up. Less than 1/3 is acceptable. Yeah, absolutely. Less than 1/3 is definitely acceptable losses. What I really like about this game is that it really teaches you that you have to take losses. You cannot have a perfect run. And sometimes the losses might seem unfair, but if you use appropriate tactics, if you play either cautiously appropriately or boldly, again appropriately, and apply pressure at the correct points, you will consistently win games. Not every game, but you will have bigger win rate than loss rate. But going back to our assessment of the terrain. So, yes, we have assessed it correctly. The Japanese decided not to stay in cover. So, because it was on us to move up and eliminate them. They decided to move up. If we had a human opponent, they might have acted differently. Maybe not, you never know, but they might have. What we have done well is we moved up a steward and eliminated AT, or was it steward? It was steward. I think it is a steward. Yeah, it's a steward. We moved up our steward and eliminated all the AT threat first, and then just started rolling up. Maybe steward took a bit too long to eliminate AT threat, but who cares? He was almost every turn mowing down enemy, and that's what counts. Reducing enemy numbers. We have taken positions here, and that worked out quite well, while the malices were quite heavy just because of line of sight through these trees. we still had overwhelming power and we concentrated it with specific intention of disabling the most dangerous elements to our force first, and moved up with appropriate units like flamers, moved them up, either assaulted with them or done a close assault. I don't think it's an assault, but a fire mission, a close fire mission, basically 1 hex away, to utilize those amazing, dangerous weapons. So yes, that is our game. Right, guys. I am gonna be taking a 1-hour break to have my dinner. I shall be back after that. I am really enjoying this, so I'll be back in 1 hour time. And I'll be streaming for maybe another 2-3 hours after that, so I'm hoping to go through about another 3 scenarios or so, which would cover half of the new scenarios in the game. They will all be from the point of view of the force designed by the scenario designer to be played first. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, and after that, once we go through all of the scenarios, we're gonna play as the opposing force for every scenario after that. Right, well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in and commenting in the live chat. And if you are here in an hour, I shall see you then. Thank you so much, Askeri. Thank you. All right, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.